I just want to say we're thrilled to have everyone joining us for our speaker sessions today and hope you've been enjoying the fair so far. And just to introduce ourselves, I'm Ramya Ramanathan, editor of Canadian Immigrant, and I'm joined by my colleagues Laura Jackman, Ricky Bajaj, and Sanjay Agnihotri. So this is our second speaker session for the day, Banking 101, presented by BMO. In this session, we'll learn more about banking in Canada, and Iqbal introduce himself to answer all your questions about settling in Canada and making real progress with your financial goals. So Iqbal is the branch manager, as he said, of BMO's University and College branch. And if you have any questions for Iqbal, please feel free to type them in the chat or in the Q&A. We'll be getting to your questions towards the end of this presentation. You can also email us at info@canadianimmigrant.ca, and the session is being recorded. So Iqbal, please go ahead. The floor is yours.
Great, thank you so much. Starting your life in Canada is exciting, but can be overwhelming at the same time. So I'm here to help guide you through the first steps you need to take to your transition to make sure it's as smooth as possible. The information session is designed to help you through the process and to give you an introduction to banking in Canada. So I'm just going to take a moment and I'm going to share my slides here with you as well. Just give me a few seconds and we'll be ready to go. And just let me know when the slides are up.
Okay, see. All up, Iqbal, you're good.
Great, thank you so much. So before we jump right into our agenda, let me tell you more about BMO. We are who we are and why you should make us your financial partner in this new chapter of your life. BMO is Canada's oldest bank with 200 years of history and comprehensive resources to help newcomers make the right choice for their financial needs. BMO's performance plan was named the best checking account by making money by money sense. BMO's financial group received the highest customer satisfaction ranking in retail banking amongst Canada's largest banks in the JD Power 2020 Canada Retail Banking Advice Satisfaction. So whether it comes to years of experience, product excellence, and of course, customer service, we have it all to make us the financial partner you can trust and rely on, whatever challenges or opportunities that may come your way. I'm just going to move to, here we go. So today we will give you an overview of what you need to know about banking in Canada. Why open an account with a bank? Learn how to access your money. What do you need to open an account? Build your credit history, understand the purpose it serves, best practices to building a credit, and learn how to send money to family and friends in multiple ways. And we'll also go over the limited time offer that BMO Bank of Montreal has for newcomers to Canada as well. So we'll start with the bank account information. So opening a bank account is one of the first things you'll want to do. That's because your bank account will allow you to deposit the savings you brought with you, pay your bills, manage your day-to-day expenses, and deposit the income you earn in Canada. The bank account will keep your money safe and will be easily accessible. There are two types of bank accounts to consider, a checking account and a savings account. A checking account will meet most of your everyday needs for depositing and withdrawing money and is the first account you'll want to set up. It's also a good idea to open a savings account for extra cash that you don't need for daily expenses but want easy access to. Opening both types of accounts will make it easier to manage your day-to-day banking while you also start saving as soon as possible. There are several different ways to access your bank account and money. You will receive a debit card when you open up your bank account. The debit card can be used at the ATM machines, at point of sale terminals when you are shopping. And here you can easily deposit and withdraw funds and pay bills, complete transfers, and check your account balances. When you get your card, you will be asked to choose a four-digit PIN number, also known as a personal identification number, which you will use whenever you use your card. You can also use your debit card and PIN to pay for purchases at stores, displaying the Interact Direct Payment symbol. You can also go to a bank branch to visit your local branch to withdraw or deposit money from the account. Be sure to bring your debit card with you at all times. And you can also access your accounts via online and mobile banking. You're able to pay bills, transfer funds, manage your investments, and keep track of your money online whenever it's convenient for you. All you need is access to the internet. And lastly, if we do have a lot of clients that don't prefer online or mobile banking, we also do have telephone banking. It's a convenient way to do your banking at any time of the day or night from the comfort of your home. Again, you can check your balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and more. And you can also speak to a banking representative to discuss any financial needs you may have. So, building credit. When you're getting settled in Canada, there may be a number of things you need to buy that will cost you more money than you have. These might include a car, furniture, or appliances for your home or student education expenses. If you want to borrow money from a bank in Canada, you will need a credit history. Your credit profile is your financial reputation. Your credit history is created when you first borrow money or apply for credit. Each time you borrow, you build a credit history. Credit card companies and other creditors keep a record of what you owe and when you pay your bills. This information is used to give you a credit score. Banks, rental agencies, and other businesses use this score to help them decide whether or not to lend you money, rent you an apartment, or approve your mortgage. And just a tip, your credit history from your home country is normally not recognized in Canada. So it's very important for newcomers to establish a Canadian credit history as soon as possible. Credit cards are widely used and accepted in Canada, and they are more than just a convenient way to shop. They are also needed to rent a car or set up contracts for a mobile phone. And more importantly, for newcomers to Canada, credit cards are also one of the best ways to establish a personal credit history. One of the key benefits of having and using a Canadian credit card is that it's an easy way to establish a credit history here and build good credit rating. Even if you will be asked to choose a sorry, Even if you have a credit card from your home country, it's a good idea to get a Canadian credit card to show banks and other lenders that you can borrow and pay money responsibly. Your good credit history will help you earn a better credit score, which will make it easy for you to borrow money down the road when you want to make a bigger purchase, such as a home or a car. It's important to keep your credit card and your credit rating as safe as possible. Here are some steps you can take to protect your card and maintain a good credit score. Protecting your card, always sign the back of your card as soon as you receive it. Report a lost or stolen card immediately. Never write down your credit card personal identification number. You should always have a PIN that you can easily memorize. Track your spending online or against your statement. And there are multiple ways to also protect your credit rating. Pay your bills on time. Pay off your credit card balance in full every month. If you can't pay it in full every month, try to pay more than the minimum payment by the due date. Check your credit profile for errors. It's wise to check your credit profile each year to make sure there are no errors on your file that could compromise your credit worthiness. Many banks now offer a free credit monitoring or credit checks in their banking plans. Make sure your payment is received by your bank on or before the due date. Note that phone and online payments are generally processed the next business day, while mailing a check can take up to one full week. Don't use credit you don't understand, and don't wait to report any problems on your credit to the two reporting credit agencies in Canada, Equifax Canada and TransUnion, and don't exceed your credit limit. Now, you may have a question as to how long does the information stay on your credit report. A credit bureau can keep positive or negative information in your credit report. In general, negative information stays on your credit report for 7 years. This includes missed or late payments, accounts which are sent to collection agencies, and previous bankruptcies or consumer proposals. Your credit score is a 3 digit number that comes from information in your credit report. It shows how well you manage credit. So you get points if you use your credit responsibly. You lose points if you have trouble managing your credit. And the credit score, the highest anyone can receive is 900. And I know I have some clients which are couples and they sort of compete with each other to see who can get the highest score. But there's also ways to improve your credit score as well. So always make your payments on time. Never skip a payment, even if a bill is being disputed. Try to use 35% of your available credit. It's better to have a higher credit limit and use less of it each month. So, for example, if you have a credit card with a $5,000 limit and a line of credit with a $10,000 limit, your total available credit is 15,000. Once you know how much credit you have available, calculate how much you are using. Try to use less than 35% of the available credit. So in our example, your credit limit is 15,000. Try not to borrow more than $5,250 at a time, which is 35% of 15,000. And limit your number of credit applications or credit checks that you do. Apply for credit only when you really need it. So we'll talk about transferring funds, different ways you can transfer funds from your account. So your move to Canada may have separated you from many friends and family members back home. If you need a fast and easy way to send money to them, you can send funds by wire transfers, Western Union money transfers, bank drafts, and money orders, and Interac e-transfer within Canada. Wire transfers allow you to send money almost anywhere in the world in any currency. You can send money quickly and securely from your bank branch or receive monthly direct into your account. To send a wire transfer, all you need is the recipient's name and address, recipient's account number, name and address of their financial institution. And to receive money through a wire transfer, simply give the sender your customer information and bank details. Bank drafts and money orders are a convenient, secure way to send money or to make payments as they can easily be cashed here in Canada and overseas. Bank drafts are safer than cash and widely accepted. Money orders can be purchased at BMO Bank of Montreal in Canadian dollars, US dollars, and British pound sterling. And Interac e-transfers are an easy, convenient way to send money across Canada to friends and family instantly and without hassles. Using your online banking account, all you need is the recipient's email address. The money is deposited once the recipient receives the email notice and accepts the transfer. It's that easy. And I'd like to introduce to you a limited time offer that BMO has for newcomers to Canada. Our convenient New Start banking package is available to landed immigrants and foreign workers who have arrived in Canada within the last 5 years. The offer is for a free performance plan checking account for 1 year with unlimited transactions, and you can have up to 20 accounts covered under this one plan. Choice of a BMO MasterCard to build your credit history, a free small safety deposit box for 1 year, and 25% discount on other sizes. And we'll also give you bonus interest on guaranteed investment certificates when you invest $1,000 or more, and mortgage solutions to help you finance your home purchase. So to qualify for the BMO Family Bundle cash bonus that we have, you need to set up the newcomer's checking account, and that will give you $300 offer. Set up a family bundle banking on the account, so that would give you a $50 bonus offer. Set up at least two of the following: a reoccurring direct deposit to the checking account, make one bill payment of at least $50 through online or mobile banking for 2 consecutive months, set up one pre-authorized debit of at least $50 from your checking account and have at least 2 consecutive months. Open a Smart Saver account and we will give you a bonus interest of 1.25% on your balance for 4 months. And what type of Identification. Do you need to open an account? So you will need, if you are a landed immigrant, a Canadian permanent resident card or Citizenship and Immigration Canada form, and a valid photo ID such as a foreign passport or driver's license. If you're a foreign worker, you will require a work permit, a valid photo ID such as a foreign passport or employee identification card, and if you're an international student, a valid passport and your study permit. And a tip, bring your original identification documents and make sure they are not expired or canceled. The banks cannot accept photo IDs which are on your phone. We must see the original. And different ways that the banks can help you. So, in addition to what we've covered today, I want to add that BMO can also help in many other ways, such as savings and investments, preparing for your children's education and savings, buying a home in Canada, starting your own business, start planning your retirement, or you can even speak with a financial planner to do a thorough financial plan for you. We all work hard for our money. Investing makes the money we earn work for us. So today, there are a number of investment options and styles that you can choose from. Registered Retirement Savings Plan, otherwise known as RRSPs, is a government registered account that holds investments, allowing the account to accumulate in value tax free until the withdrawal at retirement. Another option is tax free savings accounts, and it's a registered savings account that allows you to earn investment income tax free inside the account. Any withdrawals from the account are tax free. And if you do have children, nieces and nephews, or grandchildren, there is an option for a registered education savings plan known as an RESP. RESPs allow your money to appreciate tax free in a plan until the beneficiary is ready to attend an eligible post secondary school. The Government of Canada will help you with saving incentives for your RESP, which are invested along with your contribution. These include the Canada Education Savings Grant, where the government will add 20% annually to the first $2,500 contributed to an RESP. Also, the Canada Learning Bond, the government will make a one time payment of $500 into an RESP, plus provide a $100 a year until the child turns 15 years old. The maximum is $2,000. In these accounts, you have various investment options. You can purchase guaranteed investment certificates where your principal is guaranteed and you have a guaranteed rate of return. Market linked guaranteed investment certificates where your principal is guaranteed but your rate of return is unknown as it's linked to the market performance. Mutual funds, exchange traded funds, stocks, and bonds. So thank you once again for taking the time to attend this virtual seminar today. On this slide, you can find my contact information should you want to book an appointment and learn more about banking with BMO. We're here to help. If you are outside of the downtown Toronto region, I can definitely help facilitate in finding you a suitable branch contact close to you and help you with your inquiries. Thank you.
Thank you, Iqbal. That was great. Um, hold on, I just want to make sure okay. So thank you so much for that. We will take some questions now. So you can email us at canadianimmigrant.ca and info@canadianimmigrant.ca, and we will take your questions. So our first question is, what would your best tip be for trying to grow your credit score quickly?
So the tip that I would do is a what I talked about during the credit reporting is making sure your utilization is 35% or less of your overall credit limits. So in the example that I used, if you have a credit card for 5,000 and a line of credit for 10,000, that would give you a credit limit of 15,000. You want to only use up to 35% of that, which would be about $5,250. So it low utilization will bring it up quicker. And you also want to make sure you are not doing a lot of credit checks in a short period of time. So normally, if you're applying for a mortgage, to get the best rate, the banks are going to do an application and a credit check. You want to keep the credit checks very minimum within that time frame. And if you're going to do quite a bit, do them at the same time, because then the credit companies will also understand that you are shopping around for a mortgage, and that is why there's numerous credit checks.
Thank you for that. The next question is about jobs. So, I'm just getting a job in finance. Are there any recommendations you can make? This is just a broad question, Iqbal. Feel free to respond in any way you see fit.
Sure. I can only speak to jobs in retail banking. Um, there are many positions that are posted, and when you do apply, I can understand for customer service representative positions, it is an entry level position. There's a lot of candidates. If you know the location of the branch that has the job posting, I do recommend popping in with your resume, introduce yourself to the branch manager or assistant branch manager, because it just puts a face to that resume. That would be my recommendation. And also set up a user ID on the website, upload your resume, and set up alerts for the type of employment that you're looking for. So at least you will get an email anytime a job is posted.
Great. This is a COVID related question. How can I open accounts during COVID, and can I open accounts from overseas?
So during COVID, you definitely can open up an account. There's various ways. All the banks, I believe, we do at BMO is you can open up an account digitally online, and then you would just pop into a branch to show your identification to activate the account. Another option is if you are overseas, we can facilitate an account opening. Your account will be open, but it will be in frozen status, which means you do not have access to the account until you come to Canada and present your identification. But at the same time, if you do need to wire funds into your account in Canada, you can wire the funds, but again, you don't have access to the funds until you present identification.
Okay, great. And this is a specific question. I've just come with my family and my oldest child is 16. Would you still recommend an RRSP to save RESP, I think they mean, to save for an educate for their education?
I would recommend an RESP to anybody. The reason being is you are getting free money from the government, right? So it's adding to your RESP contribution room and you're allowing it to grow tax free until it's needed.
Great.
And you
And
have two options for RESPs as well. If you have more than one child, you can actually open up a family RESP, which means the contributions that go into that RESP can be used by any child.
okay, great. And that's all we have for now. Um, if you have other questions that you want to ask Iqbal, feel free to email him. He shared his email on the screen. And if you want Canadian Immigrant to ask Iqbal to have another seminar, we do web conferences on a regular basis. So if you have specific questions, send it to us and we'll have someone from Bank of Montreal to present. So once again, thank you to Iqbal first, and thank you to Bank of Montreal, our presenting sponsor. Our platinum sponsors, Immigration Consultants of Canada Regulatory Council. Our gold sponsors, British Council, IELTS, and Toronto Region Conservation Authority. Silver sponsor, Fair Grant Writing, Chatham Kent Living, CK, and Osgoode Hall Law School, York University, and to all our exhibitors. Please rejoin the fair and feel free to chat with our exhibitors who are here to help you. BMO also has a booth at the virtual fair. So please go ahead and meet with them there. And our next session will be at 1 p.m. EST, Myth Busting Government Procurement. Hope you will join us then. And just to let you know, the fair is open until 4 p.m. EST. So, and if you're chatting with a vendor, kindly be patient and give them a few minutes to connect, since there are a lot of people queuing up to chat with the vendors. So thanks again for your time. It's been a pleasure to have you, Iqbal, and everyone enjoy the fair.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.